I, testing. Oh, I cannot hear myself talk over it. Wait, okay, there it is. Um, am I audible? Is this, am I making noise? Am I making sound? I think I am. The bug thing is moving its mouth. So I think so. Oh, oops. Hold on, let me close that. Oh, hello, Kiram, welcome. Hello, Control O. Here, let me go ahead and, uh, switch over the screens. Where's OB? I always, I always lose, I always lose, oh, let me say hello to everyone. Here, let me switch over, actually. Okay, I found it. I always lose the OBS, but yeah, hello, Crazy Kitty, hello, Control O, hello, Kiram. I, I hope everyone is well. Sorry it is a little bit late. I've been, I've been doing things. I've been IRC. I've been Bug and IRC. Look at that. Look. Look, and then yeah, I need to figure out how to put all of these in. But it's happening. I should make a Joel actually. I should probably make a Joel with this. I am doing unsafe file operations. I should. That would be real. Oh, I'm gonna work on that over the weekend. That would be fun. I'm doing unsafe file operations in the um. What do they do? The commands. So right now there's only two, but I've been talking for a little bit. So this is something I've been thinking about actually. What if we just wait? Uh, so this is something I've been thinking about recently. So like basically the way I've been thinking about it is watching kind of like the prod streams mostly. The idea of chat commands versus what are the other things called? What are they called? What are they called? Uh, channel points versus points. And something I realized is that easy to do bug stuff in chat. That's kind of that's the full thrust of it mostly, but this is sort of what so what these do is currently I've only implemented two of them. I've only implemented two so far, but all they do is kind of change. I have kind of the basic one here. It's just called Mocha because that's the name of the like color scheme I based it off of. And I have Gamer. I have Gamer, which adds this, and this is actually. Let us find it. Let us find it. So I'm a fan of the hit RPG game Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, and if you look up the words Morrowind hat, you will find exactly you'll find this or a version of this. This was kind of my rendering of it. It's a lot crisper. I think that the bug itself, which looks kind of weird, but I also like, yeah, it is very gamer. So there are those. There is there's a couple other. There's a command that's just wisdom. There's a that I think just prints random things from an array that I have. And then I think a couple others. Yeah, there's that. I guess the like generic Discord command because I don't want to have to remember to paste the link and then um, another one. So if you remember this file, I started making this file a while back. Yeah, I get yeah. No, that's quite literally what I'm doing. It's it's kind of duct tape. I I came up with the idea. I came up with the idea looking at this. So if we swap that over there, I started thinking about it because of chapter 1 from Practical Common Lisp, and remembering this right here. Perl is also worth learning is the duct tape of the internet. And I was like, you know what else is in Perl? IRSSI. Um, and then I thought of this as well. Has been coming to mind a lot. Haskell January has gotten slightly derailed by Perl sweep, I guess, essentially. There's a lot of, I've done a lot of Perl. I've been thinking of this a lot. I've been thinking of this a whole lot because I'm just like, whoa, it's rather funny. But yeah, this is very much in the spirit of this right here. It is very much duct tape together right now. But that's kind of the, that's kind of the goal, moving forward, I would say, is since we're doing Haskell, I know what the Haskell, same TBH Haskell January, derailed by Guile Raylim. That reminds me. That reminds me. Oh, what was it called? What was it called? I saw I saw a rather wild Guile module that. Oh, um, what if we go here? Yeah, a this Guile Loki. I learned that the guy that made the in-rebel server for Guile streams on YouTube. Wait, really? Wait. Oh, that's so cool. What the hell? Wait, what's their name? I want to look this up, or if you know it. I want to locate this. I want to hunt this down. I will share. Thank you. Yes. No, please do. Please do. But yeah, I learned about this. This is rather cool. This is rather. No, not locker. Loki. Oops. Yeah. Can we go? So I thought this looks rather fun. This looks rather fun because I am admittedly a very big closure head. Uh, Not as much as Common Lisp or even C, but I'm quite a fan of closure, and so this is I found this and it looks quite cool. Speaking, whenever you mentioned Guile, I was just immediately reminded of this. But how? Yeah, I hope that the Guile Raylib is going well. Yeah, I've been derailed by Pearl too. And here's the sick part. Here's the sick part. I like Pearl. I like it. I I like it quite a bit. Oh, thank you. Oh, here, hold on, let me see. Oh, wait. Yeah, this seems familiar. Wait. Yeah, I think I see this name in the Geeks IRC a lot as well. Okay, awesome. No, thank you. I believe I could be incorrect. I could, but the name looks very familiar. But yeah, Pearl kind of rocks. Not gonna lie, I'd only kind of heard nightmare stories about it, and I hadn't ever like touched it to too extreme of an extent. But I've been doing it a lot more lately, and I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool. I kind of enjoy this in a weird way, but the problem is it's not Pearl January, you know? It's maybe there will be like a Pearl March or April. I don't know. But perhaps he's online. I've seen him active in other places. Yeah, no. I could imagine. Yeah, a lot of the Guile community I think is pretty tight knit. It's kind of cool. I think that you can just get in contact with some of the people in it. I I quite like it. I quite like it. But yeah, speaking of speaking of January and months, I kind of glossed over this. I kind of glossed over this ever so slightly. Here, let me actually move the. Where should you go live? Let's move you right here. For right now, because we're gonna need this. All right. Oh, that's covering up the chats. I don't want to cover y'all up. Okay, let's move you to. Let's go right here. Let's go right here. Yeah, that seems like a good spot for now. But yeah, I kind of glossed over it a little bit, and near the beginning of January, or sort of, I was spitballing it. But people talk a lot about what resolutions, etc. The New Year's resolutions, and I did finally codify some that are kind of a varying degrees. I think I saw one of the sprightly guys in this chat. Oh, that is very cool. Yeah, I often see, what is it? Who is it? Dave Thompson, I think. The person who made, no, not comedian. I know they made Guile Hoot. Yeah. One of the people who work on Guile Hoot is often in System Crafters chat, and I'm just like, this is. Oh yeah, this is Dave Thompson. I Guile. I cannot spell. Okay. Yeah. Yes. He's also made a game engine as well. I've never actually tried it. But yeah, he's often in the System Crafters chat, and I'm just like, oh, it's so weird to be in the same IRC, like same like three IRCs with this person, because I kind of look up to them quite a bit, quite intensely. I do. But yeah, I so I've been working on kind of like too many things at once. Too many things at once. If the fact that I've spent 2 days working on Pearl is not evidence enough of that. But one of the things I was working on is, let's see, can we just go up to and then let's hit him with the closure run, and where do you live? Where do you live? But yeah, I am. Yeah, I think it was some small world, big bug. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it really is a small world. It really is. Yeah, I've been working on. I've made. I've referenced it. And I think shown it a little bit, but been working heavily on the. I'm just calling it the bug site. I guess the Git is called the bug zone, but I kind of just call everything that. So, uh, you know, just how it goes. But I refer to it as well as the bug site to myself. But yeah, I've been working on this. I have kind of like the last pieces of hardware I need coming in the mail soon to get a laptop set up for hosting it. But I am able to just, or I've been for a while, just been able to local host it. So let's see. But yeah, I have New Year's resolutions finally, and they're not, they're kind of like in a thing. They're kind of on a page that's gonna be on a page that I can then go back and edit, and it'll just be kind of sitting. It's gonna be quite cool. The the color scheme looks kind of, or the colors look kind of weird because I think I have like dark mode enabled on here, but yeah, it doesn't quite look like that with the mode disabled. That being said, there is a. Oh, is it not loading the JavaScript? Okay, that's rather whack. That's probably for the better, honestly. What if we reload? No? Okay, it's just not there. Okay, yeah, that seems about right. But yeah, I have a couple. Just kind of, I guess the main ones, the one we're working on right now is the Haskell January, 2025. You know, it's talk around the globe. I believe I saw them talking about this on some world news websites. Everybody's going crazy for Haskell January. It's rather intense. It's rather intense. There's been perhaps there'll be a Wikipedia article about it. History books like world history. I would think so. Haskell January. It's gonna be a holiday. Just wait. But then also, I do need to work on this. Took literally Haskell. It's like worldwide Haskell sweep. The world will never be the same again. It'll have changed for the better. But yeah, this is kind of where things are going next, I would say. And really they were supposed to go this way this month, but I wanted to do Haskell this month, so it's kind of been put on the back burner. So yeah, the other one is just completing the common Lisp bindings in Wayland. Uh, I'm kind of working on this. I'm just doing some like minor code refactoring on the weekends, not anything huge yet. But I have been reading I think I talked about this in in one of the priors. It was, yeah, this. I've been reading The Art of the Meta Object Protocol, and it's been pretty wild. It's been pretty wild. It's definitely like I kind of look at the code I wrote now. I'm just like, oh, I have to I have to go back. I have to change everything. This changes everything. It's been ground shaking. It's been earth shattering, as they say. But yeah, that's probably like where things are going next. This is very much a what did you learn? Um, Primarily, I'm only like I'd say about 70 pages in, but they begin the book by basically building the Common Lisp object system, which, if you're not aware of that, is let's see if we can find the let's see if we can find the cookbook. Yeah. So the Common Lisp object system is kind of like the object-oriented branch of Common Lisp, and what the book Art of the Meta Object Protocol does is it defines basically it takes like this well, one, they kind of like build the system out from the ground up, so they start like from bare Common Lisp without a class implementation in it, and then they sort of build one up from kind of like the most low level functions for the language all the way up to a functional but somewhat small like object system itself. But on top of that is the concept of the meta object. So using objects and their methods to write the objects and methods of your program. And this is kind of, like I think I came into learning about Lisp more so having the mistaken idea that it was a functional programming language. I thought it was functional. I heard the words Lisp and functional thrown around together quite a bit. Clojure is functional. Clojure is Common Lisp. No, it's not at all. Scheme maybe somewhat. It kind of treads that line, but Common Lisp is sort of everything. But since I had learned about it from that more functional perspective, a lot of what I wrote was like primarily function based. And this is more about writing code, I think, on an object and method basis. And with the Wayland stuff, it's already object heavy code, because if we go to what's it called? If I just look up Wayland, is it gonna, yeah, it'll pop up. Oh, oops. Um, yeah, if we go to the Wayland protocol source code here, um, you have to import OOP module like in Guile. No, this is built into the based system. So the Common Lisp object system is part of the Common Lisp standard. So I believe it's any Common Lisp implementation you use, if it conforms to the standard, it's going to have an implementation of class built into the language. And then there's additional things you can add on top of that for the actual standard itself doesn't necessarily support meta objects out the box, but apparently there is this. Let's see if we can find it. Closer mop, which I see used a lot. I haven't really delved deep into the documentation because it's kind of hard to find the documentation. Um, but what it does is it helps re-implement kind of the meta object protocol in a way that is, I guess you'd say, more portable across implementations, and on top of that is just nicer to work with. It's really good for portability, but yeah, it's built into the system. And yeah, I want to use this with with the Wayland code, because if we look at the actual Wayland source code, and it is something I've looked at more than I ever thought I would, but here we are. Let's go to the. Honestly, the tests are probably the best place to look at this because it shows the generated code. And then data. Okay, data. Yes. Can we just go over to the small server maybe? I'm thinking. Yeah, it's a lot of it. It's object-oriented C, which is its own can of worms, but like these themselves, these are considered kind of the objects, and these are these are considered the classes, and these are actually subclasses of a Wayland object, which is a global singleton object for the Wayland protocol that they all inherit from. I've heard of such OOP code bases. Yeah, object-oriented C, it's really cool. It's actually really cool, but it's rather unwieldy because then you're dealing with, like objects in a language that doesn't have a natural support for objects. And then so you also have methods, and you end up having to define methods in a language that doesn't support methods. And it kind of is cool because you get to peel back the layers and kind of see how it's all sort of set up, like, I guess you'd say, like, under the hood, for lack of a better word. I'm somewhat used to object-oriented C. Like, I've done a decent amount of it just on my own over the years. But, and this is kind of the funny part, I know my way around object-oriented C decently enough, but I don't know my way around, like, other object-oriented languages. I have a rather weird, I think I've gone into this before, but rather like obtuse history with computer programming, where up until maybe starting like a year and a half ago, all of my experience was just in like straight up C programming. And then it was only after I discovered like Lisp that, well, I guess really like the first thing I worked on that wasn't C was like Godot. And I was like, this is okay. And I wasn't like a huge fan of Godot, but I did poke around at it. I made like a small game that is and now lost into the ether whenever my hard drive crashed. But yeah, it wasn't really until I started working with Common Lisp that like I really got into the Lisp family of programming languages. And the rest is history. Now I know two languages instead of one. Well, I guess I know like multiple Lisps. Now I know one language and one family of languages, I guess. But I feel like they both kind of like cover enough bases that I'm able to look at others and intuit them pretty well, I would say. With the exception of Rust, I still cannot really wrap my head around Rust. There's just so much going on in it, and maybe after Haskell it'll make a bit more sense, because I really want to learn it. I want to get good at it because there's a lot of cool stuff made in it, and I want to be able to use those features. And what are crates? They call them crates. I want to how do you I want to cargo import the crates. Yeah. Um, but yeah, the I've been reading the Art of the Meta Object Protocol over the or kind of like over the past couple of weeks, and it's been rather cool. But I'm probably going might make like a small game and common list. Like I might do CL Raylib, kind of like or that or I've never actually even done C Raylib. So yeah, it'll be a good way to interface with Raylib since I haven't done that before. If not Raylib, like CL like SDL 2 or 3 if that ever releases. But yeah, just kind of to because games are a good way to learn objects. So like they're a great way to I think wrap your head around like objects a bit better, and it'll then be able to like swoop back into the Wayland bindings with a lot more under my belt for lack of a better way to describe it whenever it comes to this. But yeah, that's the big one. That's the big one. After this, they start to get a little bit less. They kind This was somewhat unintentional, but they sort of decrease in level of difficulty. Uh, After that, is like move to a different state, which I think I've expressed several times. This one, this one, I have been working on, but it's very hard because I am not good at this. I am not the best at this, but getting a bit better like use of a sprite is quite something I want to be able to do. Um, Quite something I am working toward even right now. Well, not right now, but I did today. It exists. And then there are the gamer ones, which are two games that I would like to be able to beat this year because I never have. The first one is Bloodborne, which I just need to beat one person in Bloodborne, and then it'll be done with. The other is Cave Story, which is in a similar boat where I just have to beat one level, and then it'll be done with. The only difference here is I lost my save because I haven't played it in probably a solid year or so, and my save got my save is gone for some reason. It didn't back up, which is sad. But this one, I might end up playing like on stream, like over the course of the year. Indeed, no, indeed, it's okay. It's a relatively short one. I think I have probably 40 hours in it total, as per what Steam says on the hour thing. But that's distributed over, I think, 3 different attempts to beat the game and getting to the last level and not being able to beat it 3 times. But you have to say fourth time's the charm. Fourth time's the charm. But yeah, that is that is a thing. And then this one is this one has an update. This one actually has an update to it. As of how many days ago was this? As of a day ago, packaging LibreCube script for geeks so that I can poke at it some. The update is that the C++ compiler does not like the code, or the compiler is okay with the code. The assert libraries for C++ do not like the code, so I'm currently trying to figure out how to get the contact with the creator of it and possibly figure out from there. If not from there, I'm just going to dig into the code myself and like fix the error, you know? But yeah, it does build and it does compile. But then whenever I go to actually like run the code itself, segfault, or no, not even a segfault. It's just an assert error. Yeah, I get an assertion error. So that's a thing. Um, I don't think I've talked about this one, but yeah, last is kind of just I would like, or I do like creative writing. I don't really, I guess, share it on the internet, but I do go to in my life in my life in the waking world. I do go to open microphone open mics, and I do read stuff there. So I'm trying to do this a little bit more. And yeah, that's what's going on. That's what's going on. But what's going on today, now that that is over with, is the that sounds nice. It really is. It's pretty nice. I always get super nervous going up to one of them to present something. I do a lot of like, I guess, like I kind of do like two things. One, I guess they call them, what are they, like vignettes, I think are the term. Vignette. I don't know how you say it. Um, it sounds like a food, honestly. I do not know the pronunciation for it, but I'm just gonna say vignette. That sounds about right. Yeah, those, some of those, and then like short horror stories is sort of the other one. I have a publication somewhere in a magazine, but then I think the magazine went out of business, so that's kind of that's kind of sad for them. And I guess for me, because now I can't find it, but I think they technically own the copyright because you have to sell it to them or whatever. But yeah, I don't want to like do that anymore. So instead, I'm just presenting it at to people who can see me as I read. And it was pretty nerve wracking at first, but I was like, I mean, I get on here twice a week, and I get on here. I pretend to be a bug with a hat, mostly without a hat, but right now with a hat. I do that, twice a week. So going in front of, I guess, people in the flesh once a month, as terrifying as it might be, is it's also exciting when it's done. It's like it's like hopping on a carnival ride of sorts, but the carnival ride is one's own, so like social shy. I'm not shy, I wouldn't say. You so I guess anxiety to some minor degree. the the fear of being put on the spot, is that's it. Yeah, that is it. But yeah, that, you know kind of. And then this is, I have my wires. I have wires coming in the mail. I have wires coming in the mail soon. So these are arriving as soon as tomorrow, and then I can Nginx up the laptop, and this will perhaps be a thing. Once that occurs, this will be a thing. But yeah, right now it's still January. So yeah, we're going to. I finally came. I finally know what the plan for Haskell is. So we're going to go ahead and do it. So here, let's go ahead and move this back over here really quick. And where does Haskell live? So I was originally thinking about calling Haskell from C. This is, potentially to some degree, sort of a thing still. Not not in the original method I was thinking. Well, I don't know. Maybe there as well. But what we're really kind of working on. Oh, let's close this. I don't want to think about Wayland right now, or I'm gonna start working on that instead. I what I have been thinking about is, so this exists. This exists. There is a, oh, that's socket. This is what I was looking for. This exists. This exists as a thing, and networking in Haskell, which I have been poking at networking in C quite a bit. So, I read that. Yeah, it is. I've poked at it a little bit, but only a little bit. And then if we go here, and then let's go ahead and I have to learn about Guile FFI. I have to write the bindings myself for some functions. Yeah, oh, I've never worked with Guile FFI. I'm not gonna lie. It looks. Do you know about this? I, I'm kind of obsessed with this project. I not as much as I once was, but I once was very obsessed with this project. Why is there a comma? M. Yes, M. I wonder if I can find it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm somewhat obsessed with this project even now. I used to be much more so. I used to check this on the daily, almost, to see if anything was happening with it. But yeah, this is all that I know about the FFI bindings for Guile. And it seems rather nice. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I'm somewhat biased coming from like the common Lisp section, but yeah, it's I think FFI in any language kind of sucks. Or not, maybe not any, but most languages, it's almost always like, um, can you post on Discord? And indeed I can. Indeed I can here. Let me let me go ahead and just send that over here. Um, oh yeah, there's a Discord command now too. That there's a couple commands. There's that. This one is nice. This one is nice. It just says hi back. Um, I've been doing too much Perl. I have my I haven't do, Perl does kind of rock. Here I'm gonna post that right now really quick. Go to can we open up the application? Can we access application the all right? We access application. Okay, there. Uh, but yeah, I'm rather obsessed with this. And if you look in the, I believe it's, let's see. Well, that's the window manager itself. That's not what we want to look at for the bindings. Guile Wayland, this is it. One of the connected projects. Same person. Same person. Oh wait, there's issues now? What? Um. Oh hell yeah, there's a new issue. Okay, wait. What? Hold on. We have issues. We have issues. Oh, it works up to the XML. What? Wait. Wait. Whoa. Okay. I'll check it this weekend. Wait, did they ever check it? Oh, probably because the scanner generated error. Okay, so they are still they did work on it. That's kind of cool. But yeah, if we go here, if we go to the, I believe it all exists in this file right here. No, that's interface.c. Okay, here we go. If you go into like the Guile Wayland modules directory, I believe this is the one that has a lot of the FFI bindings, and it's rather. I'm not gonna lie, it's rather cool. They're done rather nicely. it makes me wish my main language was Guile because I quite like this. I quite like these. But yeah, I think that they've mostly finished the Wayland bindings, which is really cool. Um, and then they're working on the actual window manager now. I wasn't able to build it successfully, even though there were instructions for geeks, but I might retry it at some point. But yeah, whenever I'm at a loss in my own project, this is kind of where I go. I look at how they do it, and I'm like, okay. Maybe I can do something somewhere in Common Lisp. It has been a guiding light of sorts. A guiding light of sorts in that way. But yeah, I've been doing. Do we still have the? We do. We do. Can we just? Okay, waiting for connection, and then. So I've sort of worked on this a little bit. Um, Hold on. One sec. I was poking at the file, so let me actually check it really quick. Okay. Um, are you using Cabal or Geeks? Currently I'm using a Geeks for this, but I'm not averse to using Cabal if I have to. The issue with Cabal is if it modifies anything outside of the actual Cabal, out of the what in the world? Go away. Um, Outside of the active like Cabal root, it will, or out of like the Cabal directory, it will start throwing errors. Same thing with like on NixOS, I would say, where I don't know how Haskell works on Nix. Maybe it's well integrated, but Haskell on Geeks is kind of a nightmare of versioning hell. To my what little I know. So I plan to use Geeks most of the way through. But I don't think that I will be importing anything too out there, I guess, for this. Can we hit them with the client localhost? Yeah, I've done it in C, which it's nice, but I'm like, what if this was the part in Haskell? I think people use Nix and Haskell for the most part. Yeah, I think this is the case with like both Geeks and NixOS. I think with both, you sort of end up with like a situation where here's kind of, I guess, the other issue. I don't exactly know how Cabal works. I know it's a package manager, but I don't know exactly the full ins and outs. I know that there is if we close this really quick, and then if we pkill, what is it? All right. So if I look here, so this is a thing. But I don't quite understand this because Geeks itself will throw errors with installation sometimes. So like if I do, actually, what is my GHC version really quick? The glorious Glasgow Haskell compilation system. Okay, 9.2.8. So I guess the question then is, package description. Yeah, this is perhaps something I need to look more into as I work through this. Is the package descriptions for Haskell, because I've looked at some Cabal files, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm looking at to some degree. But perhaps if we do something, perhaps if we just, I think because network, I was actually able to just go ahead and download with Geeks itself, which, that is sort of what I want to poke around at some today is looking through this and getting to the point where, implementing a probably like a simple like echo server in Haskell, or getting like up to I want to get the server part down, understand sort of like all the moving parts of it as well, and uh, be able to just go into it maybe with like Telnet and get it to receive a message, and then from there work on the client. And the ultimate plan for this probably is implementing this right here, the current band-aid of IRSSI and Perl that is holding together the bug and the chat and the commands and everything, replace it with Haskell, because that would be rather sick. I think that would be rather fun. And then from there, probably end up doing Twitch API in it as well. Since I figured out a somewhat, I guess, a somewhat hacky way to make the bug do things not in native C, which is rather nice. But I mean, it's quite literally just writing JSON to a file and then parsing it in the event loop, which maybe is not the best way to do it, but I cobbled that together in like the hour before this, or hour and a half, because I was late even, a little bit late because I was working on that. I cobbled that together. It's kind of messy. I need to go back and fix it, but it works. It works. Because now I have a gamer hat, which is cool. That's it. I have to draw more. Okay, yeah, that's a thing. That is a thing, but that is not the thing, right? The thing right now is Haskell. So if we just make a directory, I just call it Haskell and echo. Yeah, we'll just call it echo. Haskell echo, and we'll just go ahead and server.haskell. Right, tags. Oh, that's new. I'm turning off frame only mode right now. I use frame only mode in Emacs a lot, but it's not as good for like whenever I have the frames balanced for opening up the stream. So yeah, gonna go ahead and disable that really quick. So I've been working on making Emacs and Haskell play a little bit nicer. Hello Haskell. Okay, it's said hello Haskell like 4 times now. I wonder if I can just go in and add additional prompts for it. That would be rather fun. This module is kept for backwards compatibility. New users are encouraged to use network.socket instead. Network.socket module is for when you want full control over sockets. Essentially, the entire C socket API is exposed through this module. In general, the operations follow the behavior of the C functions of the same name. Consult your favorite Unix networking book. High-level interfaces to network operation is provided through the module network. Wait, didn't they just say? Oh, was intended. Okay. That's not the one I was looking at, but that's rather exciting. Um, the one I was originally, what page am I on right here? Am I on, what's it called? Hackage? Is this on, are we on Hackage maybe? Yeah. Okay. I was looking at the Hackage one originally, was I? I was here. I was here. Yes. Wait. No. No. Wait. I was here? I was here? No. Where was I? Well, I guess that does not matter too much. What's rather cool though is having the actual having the. Oh, I think I was on the Real World Haskell website. No, no, this doesn't seem. Oh, this does look rather useful though. This this does look rather useful. I was on one of the networking pages, but this looks rather cool. I quite like the look of this. So I think might just poke at the low level stuff since I can't find the other one. But also, oh, it's gonna drive me crazy if I can't find it because I'm like, I know I was looking at this. I know this was a thing that I saw with my eyes. But the question is where. I think it used a function run TCP client. So okay, okay, there it is. This seems. Yeah, I was looking at TCP. I guess is where it was. I'll find it eventually. I want to look at this though. This is kind of cool. This is kind of cool. My kind of this is really cool. So I guess for that, the first thing we have to do is import network. No location. Oh, this is new. Oh, we do socket. Okay. And it says that it is the. If we look at it, it says that it is basically the C socket library. So I wonder how one to one that would be. So those are the constructors. Which I guess for that, what we could do for that is let's actually implement the client if that's the case. Let's go over to client.c really quick and take a look at that. All right, now this is actually. Oh, we're already running into kind of odd territory with Haskell, I guess, versus other languages I've poked at. I I'm like 3 chapters into the real world Haskell book. I still don't know how to declare top level variables or if this is even a thing. Is this a thing? It has not mentioned once how to declare the namespace of a global variable. Is it just what? Or do we declare it as an instance? Oh, it's like a PDF. Oh no, I don't want to download it. Okay, global variables. Oh, okay, cool. So I guess we'll just go ahead and define the port. Are we fully functional yet? Welcome in, Sergeant Pepper. Welcome, welcome. We are, yeah, we are back. So, we're getting there. We're getting there. We have found the target for Haskell January, which is, in fact, so currently there is a Twitch chatbot that is somewhat messily implemented via IRC using Perl and IRSSI. And so the goal is to kind of meld the throughout. Oh, okay. I kind of like Perl, so I don't want to say throughout the Perl. I actually quite like Perl, which is rather exciting. But the idea is creating a bot client for not only the not just like a bot client for like the chats, but also like hooking into the event sub as well via Haskell, which would be really cool, really cool. But yeah, we are getting there. We are getting functional. It's gonna be exciting. But welcome. Actually, shout out, yeah, shout out to Sergeant Pepper. Words, type words. Okay, shout out Sergeant Pepper. Very cool. Very good Rush streams. Very good at Rust, a language which I myself am very bad at, so it's double the impressive to me. I've been really Haskell curious lately. I think it could help both my Rust and JavaScript / TypeScript. You see, I'm kind of coming into it from like a almost Rust perspective as well. In that I gave Rust a shot. I gave it an old college try, as they say, and I was very bad at it. I have never been that bad at something after so much time trying it too. I've never had such an uphill battle. So I realized the issue I was having was like a lot of like the typing and stuff. I'm like, you know what's kind of all types? Haskell. I'm gonna learn Haskell. And yeah, I think I'm having a blast with it. I'm not gonna lie. I like it quite a bit. It feels like Lisp minus, almost like similar to Lisp minus some of the syntax of like a Lisp as well. It's kind of, I mean, honestly, yeah, it's probably the second most like Lispy non-Lisp language I've messed with the exception of like JavaScript, which is quite literally just kind of like a Lisp with like C syntax. It feels like sometimes. But yeah, I don't know. I'd recommend it. But right now we are doing socketing or socket programming, or trying to. Uh, that's the attempt here because I have this written in C, which is just a simple client that sends out a ping to a server, and I'm wondering because this says that it is a one-to-one to the like C-socket API. I'm wondering how it's going to be like messing with it. I spent a lot of time in type languages in the first 10 years of my programming career, so that That part was very natural for me in Rust. For me, it's been pointers slash lifetimes that were the hurdles since I've never worked with any non-GC languages before. You see, I've been, I'd say, programming for like a somewhat like small period of time in my life. Like I think 3 years, I want to say, total. Maybe. Oh no, it's been another like half a year, I think. Like close to 4 years, but all of that was in C, like C programming, with the exception of a little bit of Python at first. So my issue was I got like relatively knowledgeable about C, but the moment I would step out into like the wider world of anything that was had more than like the like a little bit of like syntax that C has, I'm like, what the hell am I looking at? I don't know how to read anymore. I was suddenly unable to read. Um, so I was almost on the opposite end. But types do throw me off as well because with C you can just recast. I've been in the game for 27 years. I I kind of I aspire to get to that point. I think about it sometimes. I'm like I can't wait to be old. I can't wait to get older. Like I can't wait. I I look at excitement to like being like age like I don't know what like 65 or something, and just having massive amounts of wisdom is like the idea I have in my head. I'm like I will have like large stores of wisdom in my brain, and people will come to consult me for things, and I will have the knowledge for them. This is how I imagine it, at least. And then I get rather excited. I go out into the world and I declare I cannot wait for retirement. I cannot wait to be of retirement age, or further. I cannot wait to be a sage in the mountains that speaks only in riddles. Is essentially kind of my end goal in life is that, but I still have access to my computer. Uh, that's what I do live in fear of. Is I live in fear of the day that then you get to be 45 like me and realize you're wondering when the fuck the learning will stop, and you realize never, and that's still, yeah. This is rather. I think about this a lot. I think about this a lot. I not so much anymore, but as in my younger years, in my college years in particular, I remember because I had like a really weird like multidisciplinary like degree, but it was mostly a lot of it was like anthropology, I guess, or like anthropology adjacent, but you like have to do a lot of like weird research in that class or in like that coursework. And I remember I used to feel anxious. I used to feel fearful of the fact that I could not know everything in the world, that I could not download like Wikipedia into my brain. I was like, I don't like this. What the hell? Um, but no, I'm excited. I'm always excited to learn more. I think that's the more things I know, the more it's fun. It's a life knowledge is a lifelong adventure. But yeah, this is the current step we're in the great adventure of amassing a big brain, I guess, of amassing the largest brain the world has ever seen. Some would say is the ultimate plan, and socket programming in Haskell seems kind of like the way to go about that. Perhaps, perhaps not, but perhaps. I mean, I've done it in C before, so like it shouldn't be too bad. Hopefully, maybe. I don't know Haskell, so we'll actually see what not too bad looks like. But if I can just like one to one this, I wonder. Um, if we split, can we split? All right, can we Haskell? So I guess the question here is, do we have a... So we have a socket type. Okay. Oh, that's not a type, is it? Alright, so we have a socket type. And it... Oh, what do these errors mean again? I think those are all of the subtypes of it, I believe. Alright, let's see. What happens if we... Protocol number? No? Okay, so protocol number is a... It is a type? Okay. Illegal term level use of the type constructor protocol network imported from... Oh, does it not derive show? Does it not derive show? Okay. Maybe that's it? Okay, port number. I wonder if they have any... Okay, cool. We have default... We do have default hints. Okay. And what is the value of this? Alright, so it's an address info. Okay. So let's just go ahead and hit them with the... Yeah. Address info. I guess we have to let it, yeah. Okay. Type hints. Okay, cool. And we have family, socket type, protocol number. So the question is, do we have AF unspecified here? AF unspec. Okay, we do. Okay. Could match expected type address info flag with the actual type family. Oh, okay, okay. We do need the flag. Where's my flagging here is the real question, so. Let's see, I think it was just a flag of 1, but let's go ahead and take a peek at the full type declaration. Alright, address info flags. No. Address info flag C. There we go. Alright, get address info. Additional options described below. Alright, so it's AI flags. Alright. So I guess, we describe it here. Which the real question is, what do they call this? Is it called anything in Haskell? Alright, where... Did you live here? Here? Socket? No. Wait, yes? Yes? Okay, okay. Okay, AI passive. Alright, we're getting somewhere. Right, AI passive. This really kind of is a one-to-one. Wait, this is kind of sick. What? Okay, this is really sick. So unspecified. And then what else do we have for address info? Alright, protocol number. Alright, the default protocol of a given service. So I believe I left that undefined here. Yeah, I left the protocol undefined, so now I have to remember what the actual default value for it is, which I do not, and probably will not. So we're going to go here. Man7 address info. Alright, AI protocol. This field specifies the protocol for the return socket. Specifying 0 in this field indicates that socket addresses with any protocol can be returned by Will Haskell let us do this? Will Haskell let us do this? I kind of hope so. I kind of hope so, because if not, I will be... It does not. It does not. Oh. Okay, wait. This is kind of... No instance for num socket type from third argument. I knew it was too good to be true, but oh, we do have to do socket type. That okay, we might be saved. We might be saved. Oh. Not talk stream. Maybe just stream. Oh, wait. Okay. Okay. Stream 0. So now the question is, what is socket address? Do we pass a string here, or... Can we just localhost them? Can we just localhost? Or no, we'd be applying that, so... Alright, let's see. Well, that's once we get the connection. The existence of a constructor does not necessarily imply that socket address type is supported on your system. Port number, host address. So if we just define it here, maybe? And host address is word 8. Okay, this is let's see. The raw networking byte order. Wait, this is kind of cool. This is kind of cool. Hold on, hold on. So we can do. What happens if we? What happens if we do? What is it? Tuple the host address. If we tuple the host address, word 8, so. I probably have to print that. Oh, wait. So does that work? I think that works. I think that works. Tuple to host address, and then we will just do. Oh, there's no way to. Yeah, there's no way to do localhost here. Okay. We'll just go ahead and yeah, let's go with this one. So word 8. What the fuck is a word 8? This is kind of cool. Wait. Word 8, word 8. Data.word 8. Word 8 library can be used with data.byte string. All functions that word 8 is encoded in but how? Reddit? Oh god. Not Reddit. Oh, I didn't read that. Char to word 8. Okay, so I guess it's a byte string type. This is somewhat sick. This is somewhat sick. To 7.0.0.1. Except we want to. That's a dot there. Alright, let's just not get the lazy way. Alright. And this one says 0x F7 or 7F. Yeah, 7F. Okay. A variable not in scope. Yeah, that sounds about right. Let's just define it there. And work maybe? No? No? Oh. Let error on. Oh, it can't do multi-line. Oh, okay. Oh, I missed the SWI REPL. I miss the beauty of a common Lisp REPL. Wait. Okay, type is accepted. Okay, this is kind of huge. This is kind of huge. We might have a full IP or like address info struct setup. Maybe string. Wait, what the hell? Okay, okay. Address canon name. The canonical name of the host. Okay. Uh, Default hints for the address lookup with get address info. Um, See, the value of address, and address canon name fields are undefined and never inspected by get address info. Okay, that's kind of nice. And I guess address info is the type it returns. Okay. So we have hints. We have hints. Alright, type. Maybe host name, maybe service name. Oh, okay, so this generates the... So I'm guessing what we would do in this case is something like... Must be a port number in string form. Okay. Oh, this is actually rather... This is rather what the hell. What happens if we... Let's inspect the type again. So, type... Wait, hints... Alright, so now that's, I guess the next step is how do we, inspect the value that's in the slot type. All right, here we go, here we go. Because I want to say they describe it here as well. Maybe, maybe. Okay, okay. Um, oh, this is rather wild. This is rather what the hell. Well, that's how to fill a type. How do you look at a single slot in the type itself, though? It's a type, right? Wait, what? Wait, yo, okay, okay. Oh, they go ahead and do it right here. What the fuck? Okay, wait. I should read documentation. I should actually read the documentation. No, nah. No, we're here, we're here, we're here. Okay, so that is indeed a thing. There's already a default hence. Oh, you have to wrap it. And just hence. No. Of just, namely hence. You probably have to do it their way then. Alright. Okay, so we do have to hit. Okay, we do have to do default hints. I want to look at this and see what they do with that actually. So if we do type address info, like what are we missing in this? We have passive unspecified, stream socket type, 0 for the protocol. Um, Address canon name. Is that what we're missing? Is that maybe what we're missing? Well, that and I guess the port as well, but no, do we? Let's see. Adder address. Wait, is that all we have to do? Um, okay, okay, I think I know now. So I guess default hints fills in the remainder. Maybe, maybe that that would make sense. Let's see. Right. Default hints for address and look up with get address info. The values of address, and address canon name field are undefined and never used by get address info. But how does it work is what I want to know. Okay, okay, there we go, there we go. Wait, are those accessors? Is that what these are? Oh, they're accessors. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, okay, that's the accessors. All right. This is actually kind of huge. This is actually kind of huge. I think those are the accessors. If I'm understanding data types and Haskell correctly, having not read anything on this part yet, just kind of guessing through. I hope I'm right. I hope I'm right. Actually, I'm going to, I'm going to go ahead and just, believe that I am. Socket type equals. I believe stream was it. I believe stream was the name of it. I believe that that's all that we might need for this. So let's see. Parse on input, multi-line parse on input. Yeah, that. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. It all wants to be on one line. I know there's a way to do it multi-line. I cannot remember off the top of my head. I do not want to look for it. Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. Okay. Address socket type. Okay, that's rather sick. Um, so we will perhaps get an address at the end of this. I don't see you kind of do a somewhat wild. Oh, I have to do the just types. I wonder what that weird reverse error means in this. That okay. Yeah, like what what the hell does this mean? That's kind of menacing. Software engineering stock exchange. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see. What the fuck am I looking at? Wait, is this wait, what? Um when you consider that comparing some calculated values against a constant, there's nearly half a dozen ways to do it. What what is this? Wait, what is this? Wait, what? Oh, so it's like an equality replacer. What the hell? I wait. This is kind of terrifying. This is kind of terrifying. The equality symbol makes sense for named function definitions because it states that applying the named function to its arguments is equivalent to evaluating the right hand side of the equation. Defining lambdas that way makes no sense notionally. Wait, is it a lambda? Uh, no, right? No. Oh, the backslash is Haskell's way of expressing a lambda. Um, wait. Oh, if you can do lambdas, you can kind of do anything. Um, it's exactly it's like they say that it's like they say the lambdas as the Haskell readout print loop likes to say itself. The lambdas must flow. Do they have that on anything? Like if I just look that up, I want to keep this open actually. The lambdas must flow. I Oh wait, I pop up. What? Oh no. Oh no. That's somewhat menacing. Wait. Wait, that's somewhat hilarious. Okay. Okay. What the hell? Cause I always think of I think of this. I think of this. I think of I think of Dune. I think of Dune. I think of um Paul Atreides, Arrakis, as they call him. There's a science fiction. Wait. Are we like, are we doubling up on Stack Exchange now? Yeah, we kind of are. Wait, we're stack maxing. Wait, I just finished reading Chapter House Dune, so I read the whole original series. I can't remember the quote. The spice must flow. That appears in Lynch's Dune. Is it in the books? If so, in which book slash chapter? I've only read, or I only have paper books, so I cannot easily search for it. No, the words "the spice must flow" don't appear in any of the original series novels. This expression seems to come from the 1984 film. I I actually didn't know this. I've read the originals and I must have not realized this. Listen to me. The spice must flow. The spice has given me accelerated evolution for 4,000 years. It has enabled me to live 200 years. The spice helps make me safer juice, which gives me the mentat or gives the red lip mentats the ability to be living computers. Oh, that would be sick to be a living computer. That would be rather sick. The secret side of spice, the water of life. The original Dune kind of sucked. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. The original Dune was it was kind of it like people talk about movies that are so bad they're good. The original Dune is kind of so bad it's just bad. I think it's it's so bad that you feel after you watch it you're just kind of like, damn, that sucked. That was rather at least in my, as they say, humble opinion. I watched it. I've forgotten most of it, but that's probably for the better. Um, anyway, we were doing Haskell, right? We were doing Haskell. We were not talking about Dune, right? Exception. I don't. Oh. Oh, I wrote it type or twice. Oops. So can we just do it here? HTTP, not HHTP. Couldn't M. Couldn't M. Okay, that. Oh, is it fucking up? Oh, okay. So what I'm guessing here then is that this is a way to I'm guessing with this colon underscore. I'm guessing, at least. I'm postulating. I'm estimating that this is probably a way to hi. Welcome in, Sparkly Dark Matter 73. Welcome. I hope you're well. Um, we are we are day what day is it? What day? We are day 9 in the Haskell January. And I don't know enough Haskell for this yet, but I'm trying to do socket programming because I've been really into sockets lately. I've I've been really interested in like looking at that lately. So it's rather fun. I'm trying to figure out what the colon underscore means currently. I believe that this is perhaps this means we are going to take the return type of a function. So like if we do we see that this returns an A. So if we do something like does this work perhaps? Maybe. No? Wait. It's how you destruct. Oh, it's destructuring? Also, welcome in, Cuckoo Raccoon. Welcome. Yeah. Wait, is that it? Hold on. Ah, okay. So if we just do so those are two things I'm going to need, or actually need to look into a little bit further at the end of this. Okay, yeah, we're getting to the, we're getting to the reaches of, to, we're getting to the further ends of my, I, I do not know Haskell very well at all yet. This is kind of cool. All right, let's see. So if we and we've already defined hence up there, so I believe the just type is I believe that's like, I could be completely wrong, but that's kind of like a way to ensure that you're not passing a null or not passing like extraneous data. I believe. Well, no, Haskell has maybe, I think, which is for checking for null values. Um, which then begs the question. Oh wait, maybe I can look at this. I know that this exists. Google, is this what you use? So if I just go here, Alright, the maybe type encapsulates an optional value. A value of type maybe A either contains a value type A represented as just, or it is empty, representing nothing. Okay, so it's the result of a maybe type. Okay. Oh, wait, and that's because we are in this, let's see. It was in, oh yeah, because we're passing maybe types to all of these. So I guess that's like the unwrap. That's like the what is it? Yeah, I think that's what it is in like something like Rust is unwrap. I don't think I've really worked extensively in a language that handles null variables in any way other than just hoping that you don't shoot yourself in the foot with them. I mean, I guess kind of like with Lisp, you can do like the checking kind of like as you like shoot through the REPL with it, and then as well, since you have to like load everything and or the reader kind of has to go through everything whenever you load in a module. I Even then though, like I've had a couple of null or nil as it is in Lisp. I've had a because Lisp has the let's go ahead and finish that because Lisp actually has the like if we open up a Lisp REPL, we have unless, which whenever I was first doing Lisp, uh, mistakenly believed that this would only return a value if the like unless is passed through. But no, it returns nil if like the unless case is not matched. So like if we do something like, and this is kind of how I learned that everything in Common Lisp or any Lisp really has to return some form of value. Um, I had something like, let's give it something that's just totally false. Oh wait, um, we have to make them equal. I'm thinking of when. Oops. Okay. Yeah, it would return nil, and so then I would have I had it in a function such as this one. I used like a string concatenation one, so I had something along the lines of this. So like I would just throw, we'll actually just throw that whole thing in entirely. Alright. I had something like this, and oh, it actually works in. What the fuck? Oh, why does this not work in? Is there a string cat? No. Okay, yeah. Because I was passing a list, and then the list would run into a nil. Like this was for something I think in the in the Wayland parser, I think, for writing out the code. I didn't know if this works. That's rather. Wait, string cat skips right over the nils. Oh, this is kind of big. This is kind of big. Let's see what this gives me. Service name not in scope. Service name. Okay, what? Oh, I probably didn't declare port in the REPL. Oh, okay, yeah, that was exactly it. Um, so this winds up creating our. Okay, so doing a socket call is just like that. What is make socket? Alright, address family address, socket type address, and then address protocol address. Oh, hell yeah, we got a socket. We got a socket. Okay, okay. Um, this is perhaps somewhat, somewhat awesome. Okay, okay. This is rather sick. So I wonder if for something like this, we would actually wrap it into a function. So like, um, yeah, I'm feeling like we would do something along the lines of this, maybe. Oh no, with the socket already account for errors. Oh yeah, no, it quite literally does. I have to do socket, not sockfd. The arrow is not going to work outside of a do block. I okay. I was looking at the arrow notation. And yeah, it was rather confusing from the at least on the offset. I saw something saying it could be equated to an equal sign, I think, but even then, I was somewhat confused reading the sample code. I've been probably I think like a good like 4 days, only 4 days in the Haskell, in terms of like raw sit down and learn days. But so is it like a collector for like, is it like a loop collector then? Or no, not. Well, with do you're not looping, so special syntactic sugar to work with monads. Oh god, yeah, I'm not quite at that point. At monads just yet, or not even just yet. So I've been going through the is it like real world Haskell, and I think in terms of this, I'm just on types, but I was like, I I do make the honest go at at the reading part of learning a new thing, but I like the doing part so much that I kind of end up like doing half reading and half forcing my way into something that I'm probably a little bit out of my depth with. But yeah, our I know I have a friend who's really into Haskell, and they talk about like a state like using or like monads or like how you control state. Unless I don't understand what you're talking about, and the results seem to be the same copy paste with the same error. I think because I don't know in less form. Yeah, I think with the unless form, I know now that if you just pass it straight to like a string concatenation, it works. I'm trying to remember what the exact error I had was, but I was passing a list and the list had a nil in there that was causing an error because the like parser that I had set up for it was not like expecting to come across. Actually, I can probably just find it in the source code. I need to go through and clean this up some, but we we shall do that. Where do you live? Where do you live? Source scanner reader. I think it's in. Here. Let me close all these out and just take or see if I can take a look at that. I don't. Oh no. Oh no. It's yeah. This is this is a portion that I want to go through ultimately, anyway, and rewrite because it's kind of messy. Um, but I'm trying to remember the exact error I had with it. Oh, okay. I think I recall now. For whatever reason, maybe it was the wind that was causing the error. But the string concatenation. Okay. Hold on. I found it. Yeah. So the error that I was having was that the I think when was on a like lower section here, and it would pass and or there would be a nil in the list here. Yeah, I think that was it. There's a nil in one of these lists, and it would end up writing to the file if we go over to test small out dot list. It was in the package definition, so doing this like hashtag colon like using format functions was rather horrible because if we go ahead and format this, it ends up doing that instead, and it would do that inside of like the printer would do that as well, and I'd be like, oh, this kind of ruins everything. This kind of ruined everything. It was unenjoyable. But then whenever like my first round of rewriting it to not do that, I would have things like this littering instead, which was also a bit of a nightmare. Um, oh, it is. I was intending to end a solid like 40 or so minutes ago. Okay. Um, wow. Oh well. Yeah. I guess, yeah, I don't thank you everybody for. How did we get to client? I always misspell server. So it's not a lot of code, but I don't know. It's kind of nice considering I just learned how to write types for Haskell today. This is this in particular is kind of cool syntax. I want to know kind of how this works because I believe default hence here is a function. Like if we go, or is it an? Yeah, this is a. I believe this is a function. So, or maybe it's a method. No, it's listed with get address info. Um, I don't know if Haskell actually like to what degree it has like methods. This is kind of as well showing like the cracks in my knowledge whenever it comes to like object orientation in general. But okay, yeah, that will be. I think everything for this evening. Yeah, thank you everyone for sticking around. I'm going to figure out where to send everybody. But yeah, thank you everyone. I probably be back again on this on another this upcoming Tuesdays and Thursdays. I don't I did make a I don't really use Discord. But I did make a Discord for this. I'm trying to figure out how to bridge IRC over to it right now. Once that happens, I'll probably use it more. But I did make a Discord for this. And yeah, I don't know. I will find where are we going? Where are we going? Who lives? That's the who is alive? Who is alive? Oh, this looks rather exciting. 37 N37 by all right, yes, thank you. By Cuckoo Raccoon. Thank you. I think we are going here. We're uh goodbye as well as Sparkly Dark Matter. Let me let's hit them with the let's hit them with the let's hit them with the doing art we are going to start a raid. We are going to start a raid over there, and then yeah, for anybody hopping in, I usually just say bug whenever I raid somebody that I don't know. Shorten to the point. I made a sticker for it, but it's literally just or an emote, I believe they're called. It literally is just a sign that says bug on it. I thought that was rather funny as well. But I'm probably just gonna type bug. Okay, but yeah. Anyway, thank you everybody. I am going to go to sleep because it is late. But thank you. All right, thank you.
Oh, Big Book of Bug. Welcome, welcome, Raiders. How was your stream?